Hey everybody, it's Brat. I'm sorry I haven't done a video in a while. It's been kind of a rough month since my surgery. Um, but I figured I'd come on today and share my story, my cancer journey story. We kind of throw it around in our head, how long have I had it, because I never had any symptoms. But I also didn't go to the doctor very often, especially for my Crohn's. Um, I just didn't have one. I was waiting to get into Iowa City to a specialist there because I'd finally gotten a referral. And the last time I had been in for that was 2013, I think. But for those that know me, and those that don't know me will know now, I was always that person that, even with my Crohn's, hot sauce, spicy stuff, none of that ever bothered me. Could eat it all the time. The hotter, the better. That was just me personally. I mean, even my jalapenos I'd pick up straight out of the garden and eat them. Didn't bother me at all. In we're kind of wondering if this wasn't what got the ball rolling into figuring out that I had the cancer down in the colon, or sorry, the testes area, colon cancer. Yeah. But in December, thought I'd be a smarty pants to do the one chip challenge. Did that challenge, no problems whatsoever. So today, and then in January, we found another challenge that was like, oh, I could do that, no problem. That one was called, oh, you want to come in and say hi, Daddy? That challenge was called the Diablo's Pacifier Challenge. And I'm actually going to share the video with you guys of me doing this challenge.
Hi, everybody.
That challenge was a pretty scary day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was telling him we think that this might have been what got the ball rolling to finding out that I had the cancer.
Yeah.
And what was going on with my stomach. And then kind of telling him the last month has been pretty rough. But he's been absolutely amazing. I'm very, very lucky. He's taken very good care of me through all of this, and having an ileostomy to going in for surgery and thinking I'm going to be without anything and coming out with a colostomy. Wasn't too happy about that one, was I? But I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to start this video so you guys can see what we have a pretty good feeling is what started everything. And it's kind of scary. So here.
Remember, like, subscribe, and yeah.
Yes.
Hey, I have my smile bones cleaned.
Thanks. I need to get my smile bones cleaned. So the video is not very long.
Bye, everybody. I got poopy.
We're doing Diablo's Pacifier Challenge. Mother and daughter challenge. Hold on, let me get...
Some of what happens in the video you guys may not be able to hear. Now I was doing this challenge with my daughter. I forgot to mention that. She's not gonna like this video.
Let me hold your hand behind it so I can get up close on this thing.
That's what it would look like. Now, I can't remember exactly how many Scovilles it was.
Spin it around a little bit, Mommy. Diablo's Pacifier.
Mommy, I need you to keep talking to me, okay? Hey.
Okay. Now, once they finish eating it...
And I did the challenge with no issues, you guys. None whatsoever.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard raspberry cake.
Ate it right down.
So this is mother and daughter challenge on the Diablo's Pacifier.
Ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bite! Eat it quick.
Hey, can you hear me? What's going on?
Yes, everybody. That was a
Donna
paramedic.
already said no.
I don't know if she's gonna be able to do it.
Where you at, Donna? Get your ass back in here.
That's a no-go.
Wait a minute.
She's gonna come out.
She's already at the sink trying to rinse her mouth out with water.
She was the smart one. Let me tell you.
You can wait till I need you, okay? You can't go nowhere.
What's the heat at, Mommy? It's at a 10?
To give you guys an idea, about 30, 45
So,
minutes after
today,
I did this,
She ate
everything went down.
Diablo's
Heck in a handbasket.
pacifier. It's supposed to be 10 times worse than the chip challenge.
And it was hot.
You swallow?
It was really,
Set your
really
timer
hot.
for 5 minutes.
It's at 4 minutes and 40 seconds.
Hiccups.
She's at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. She did the Diablo's pacifier challenge.
I would not recommend this
The hottest
challenge for
candy in the
anybody. Don't do it. Don't
Made
do
with
it. These challenges are no joke,
Carolina
everybody.
Reaper and a notorious scorpion pepper. The hottest pepper in the world. How you doing? What you rating it out of 10? This is not for the weak-minded.
Obviously.
We'll see how our daughter's doing. How you doing out here? No? No? It's not a challenge?
No, I'm literally gonna puke and I just took one bite.
She only ate half of hers. Let's Diablo's pacifier. It's hard rock candy with a coating of the hottest peppers in the world. She tapped out at less than 15 seconds. How's Mama
She was
doing
a
in
smart
here?
one.
What you down to?
Hey,
She wants a milk and a piece of bread ready.
We got 3 minutes left.
Was it worse than the chip challenge?
Oh. You guys, it was hot. It was so bloody
Mama
hot.
said, girl,
Oh.
you got balls triple in size.
There's times, even now, I can still taste the whatever was on it.
Well, obviously, you're a chili head.
This is what they're looking like. She got sprayed in the face. Eyes are all fucking swelled up, crying.
Marissa, eat a piece of bread.
It didn't matter what you ate, what you drank. That took the burn away. Nothing took the burn away.
You know, sure you don't want another bite.
Mm-mm.
hey, you stay with me, okay? Go there and take you.
No? Are you crying yet?
Yeah.
Diablo's pacifier. Can you do it?
No.
I know I can.
And I
What are you down to on time? A minute.
This one's actually got my eyes watering.
I know quite a few other people who have done this challenge and have had not as severe as a reaction, but have had a pretty good one to this challenge. It's not for the weak at heart. If you think you're a chili head, before you do something like this one, think again. And I'll explain why.
Whatever you do, don't touch your eyes with your fingers. You sure you don't want to finish this one off?
No.
What about Mr. Zeus?
No.
You don't want none, Mr. Zeus? Come here, buddy. Come on.
It's still at like a 9.
Still like a 9? It's because you did the Diablos.
Fucking drink that milk. I don't give a fuck about that damn challenge.
Sorry about the language.
You're gonna fucking die. Drink that milk.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a potty mouth that day.
Pacifier hard rock candy made with North Carolina Reaper powder.
5 minutes.
5 minutes is up. She's done. High five.
So, as I was saying, within 30 minutes of taking that challenge, everything changed. I was just got done editing the video and was gonna upload it to my YouTube channel, Marine Shadden. I started getting really hot, really, really hot. Felt like I was gonna pass out. The burn started, and when I say burn, I mean the worst burn. It felt like fire was coming up from the pit of my stomach all the way up. Then the vomiting started uncontrollably, bad, horrible. And then Steve was like, Nitro, do you need to go to the hospital? Yes. Getting me ready. I'm like, nope, call 911. He was on the phone with 911. And in a little town like this, you guys got to understand, you have to jump through hoops. You call 911, but you get an operator. They ask you the county you're in, the state you're in, and then they put you through to where you need to go. So it took forever. By then, I was laying on the floor. Marissa, as you heard, was down on the floor talking to me. One of our neighbors is a first responder and heard the call come in and come running. As that man walked in the door, I coded. Yes. In front of my daughter, I coded. They brought me back. Got me to the hospital. I coded 3 more times. They did CT scans. They did head scans. They thought I was having seizures. They were doing drug tests on me. They couldn't figure out what was going on, why I was having this type of reaction to what I ate. Sent me home, gave me some IV fluids, oh, you're having seizures. Okay, go get this Kepprin and take it. I didn't like that answer, so I went in to see my family doctor. Family doctor said, no, I activated my vagus nerve. And if you don't know what that is, it's the nerve that runs all through your body. What I felt each time my heart would stop was fire was going up and wrapping around my heart and stopping it. At that point in time, I seen my father twice. First time, he shook his head, told me, go. It's not your time. Second time I seen him, he's like, just stood there and shook his head. No. Go back. So, further into, in April, we planned a trip to go to Colorado to see the grandbabies, to see Jonas Jr., Matthew, and Mason. We hadn't seen them for a while. Got there. Wasn't feeling the greatest, had a really bad stomach ache. Figured it was from the drive, setting up. It happens all the time when I make long drives like that. By the next morning, I was vomiting profusely everywhere. So he rushed me to the hospital. Found out I had an obstruction. Like, we're only going to be here, they wanted to keep me, and I'm like, we're only going to be here a few days. So they, I don't want to spend my few days that I have with my grandbabies in the hospital. So they put me on antibiotics and steroids and let me leave after giving me fluids and stuff. Went about a month, Puts us into May. Yeah, May happened again. They rushed me to the hospital, obstruction, gave me IV fluids, steroids, antibiotics, sent me home. Within a couple of more weeks, it was around Memorial. No, it was about a week later. Same thing. This time I ended up in the hospital down in Quincy. Obstruction. Talking about doing surgery, edgy tube down the nose, whole 9 yards. Said I had a bunch of scar tissue. They were going to go in and remove it. But once they figured out the obstruction was, what they thought the obstruction was gone, they didn't do any of it. They just sent me home. I was home 4 days, you guys. 4 days. Was able to go out, help Steve, and help Nitro outside with some of the projects he was working on with the barn, or the garage, workshop area. Woke up at like 4 in the morning, excruciating pain. Was trying to get hold of doctors. Couldn't get anybody to answer me. The one doctor I'd seen down in Quincy was like, no, yeah, go ahead and come down here. By the time I was throwing shoes, screaming for Steve. By that time, I was throwing up everywhere. At that point in time, they took me to Fort Madison. That was a nightmare. These people put me in a room, shot me full of fentanyl, had me sitting in a chair, plastic chair, alone, higher than a kite by the time Steve got there. Wanted me to drink this barium stuff so they could get CT scans done on my stomach. Haven't had to drink barium for a CT scan in forever. Usually it's just contrast. Find the same thing. Steve was like, I can't drink this. Well, she's going to have to wait her turn for the CT scan. Steve asked if he could just sign me out and take me to Iowa City, because they wouldn't transfer me until they got done doing whatever they were doing. Signed me out. They wouldn't even help this man. This man couldn't walk. They wouldn't even help him get me to the truck or into a wheelchair. They made him go find one and load it up. Made the 2-hour drive to Iowa City. Oh, maybe an hour and 15 minutes while he was driving. I think he said he was doing about 90 that day. But got to Iowa City. Got me back into a room immediately because I was throwing up the whole 9 yards. And it had a team of doctors in there in no time. No time. So, NG tube down the nose again. Oh, you guys. I hate those things. Because I had a blockage. Yep, another one. Lovely, great, right guys? So, from there, got admitted, and they were trying to figure out what they were going to do. Had a surgeon come in and said that the scar tissue needed to be removed. Like, okay, and told me that I would probably end up with the ileostomy. Be just a few months, and then they could go in and reverse it. Okay, fine, whatever. Let's just get this taken care of because I want to feel better again. Sorry, guys. So that Monday I had surgery. And that was the day when I woke up. My husband was crying. What's wrong? All I want you to do is remember Layla. What are you talking about? You have cancer, colon cancer. We need to know if you want to do treatments or if. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm going to do treatments. I'm going to fight this. Met my oncologist at the end of June. The way Iowa City's one doctor told us, it was just like, yeah, you have stage 4 colon cancer and you're going to do treatment and send us on our way. Oh, yeah, that was a breakdown moment when we were leaving that office that day. Started my treatments in July. Did to save us money, did a few of them down in Quincy. The first one was okay. Second one, yeah, a little rough. A lot of leg cramps, a lot of cramping. Third, told them all about it. Told them I was having a little bit of a hard time breathing. Oh, that's just part of the chemo. It's just side effect. Third treatment down there, you guys, when I got up to walk, I couldn't even walk out of the hospital hardly. The cramps were so bad in my legs and stuff. And they let me leave. Stopped. Used the restroom for the drive home. Started gasping for air. Gasping. I'm like, okay, I need to get to the car because I knew I had a rescue inhaler. Gasp. Just talking to Steve on the cell phone, trying to calm down. I walked past 4 doctors, nurses, security, front desk people, gasping, unable to breathe, to my vehicle. Video, got off the phone with him, hurried up, videoed it, sent it to my oncologist up in Iowa City. They were like, nope, you're done. I'm like, yeah, I want to come back up there. So I had a very severe reaction to the oxyplot. So they had to take me off that one, which was one of the major ones besides the F5U to help shrink the 2 tumors that I had left on my rectum and pelvis. So they got back up there. Dr. Chow, who is absolutely amazing, introduced a new one. And after that, being up there, I had no issues whatsoever with any of my treatments, as in reaction wise, the cold sensitivity, stuff like that, stuff I could deal with. The eating, I lost quite a bit of weight. I slept a lot, which put a lot of pressure on Nitro because he had to do everything, clean the house, work outside on the barn, make sure I was okay. For the first 3 or 4 days after treatments, he wouldn't do anything but stay in the house with me. Each treatment got a little worse, less energy, less of an appetite. No matter what I did, I would eat, but I didn't eat a lot. Fast forward to November of this year, my doctor could see that I was getting extremely tired, having issues with the treatments. So he referred me to Dr. Schreeman for surgery. This surgery was called HIPEC, which for some of you who have seen our videos, we explained what it was. For those that are new to the channel, HIPEC is where they open you up, remove the cancer that they can find, which would have been the spot on my rectum and the spot on my pelvis. And then they run 90 minutes of hot chemo through your body. 90 minutes, you guys. This is a 10-hour surgery. Okay. I was a candidate. So they got the ball rolling to get me in. I was supposed to have that surgery December 2nd, but they had to push it out to the 8th because of getting everybody lined up that needed to be in the OR. Getting ready for the surgery was an absolute nightmare because it was appointment after appointment after appointment. Mind you, I have to drive 30 minutes for each appointment. Got everything done. The antibiotics that they put me on just before the surgery, one of them I have reactions to, so I was extremely sick the night before the surgery. Didn't get any sleep. Steve didn't get much sleep. Nitro, we were both extremely tired that day. Surgery went good. I can honestly say when I woke up, yeah, I was pretty upset to figure out that they had to remove my rectum. Okay, to find that the ileostomy was gone, but Now I have a colostomy. Didn't want that. Did not want that at all. I wanted it gone. Granted, I know this like saved my life. Spent the night in ICU. Did fine with eating, so they decided to put me on. Or then the next day they moved me up to a regular room. That was a nightmare, you guys. So when you're in the hospital and you're being transferred from bed to bed, you have 2 nurses on this side, 2 nurses on this side. Wow. Usually they go 1, 2, 3, and they move you together. No, this is not what happened, y'all. And I didn't remember this until I got home. This will explain the severe tailbone pain that I started having. The 2 nurses on this side decided to start pulling before these 2 nurses were ready. When they got me almost to the bed, I dropped. I hit the rail and the bed at the same time with my tailbone. Because I was tolerating liquid diet so well, instead of putting me on a soft liquid diet like the pre foods, they put me straight to solid foods. Was eating no problem. And then it started again. The severe stomach pains. The acid feeling like it was coming up through my throat and the vomiting. Yep, blackage. And G-tube. Oh, I fought him. I fought him real good. I did not want that in G-tube. I was upset. Had that for 2 days. Yeah, 2 days before they took it out. Come to find out, when they were doing the surgery, I opted to have the pain blocking epidural put in. It was part of the procedure. Yeah, my bowels, when they started to be on regular food, were not awake yet, which caused the blockage because I couldn't pass anything. So that put me getting out of the hospital, pushed me way back 2 to 3 days. Wasn't happy at all. I was ready to go home 2 days after I got out of surgery. I just don't like hospitals. That's just me. The nurses up there were all great. I mean, all of them understanding. Some of my roommates that I had were a little annoying. But what do you do? As for now, yes, I have still continued to lose weight. I'm battling it. Before the surgery, I was actually able to put on 10 pounds. Since the surgery, I have lost that 10 pounds plus. I am absolutely petrified to eat. I'm scared to death of a blockage. I don't want to end up back in the hospital. Stuff tastes funny. So I continually battle. I've started drinking my protein shakes again, trying to eat more. I can get 2 meals in now, which is better than just one. So I'm hoping to start putting on a little bit of weight slowly. But when you're scared, kind of hard up for me to get over. But with time, I know I will. The tailbone pain is still pretty bad. First, like the 5th, I couldn't get a hold of Iowa City because they were on break for the pain. So I went into Scotland Hospital here in Missouri to get CT scan done, X-rays actually. They were this doctor was a complete and utter ass. Aries, yeah, jerk. Telling me it wasn't an emergency, I shouldn't be there, I was doing nothing but wasting his time, blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know what? Look, my nurse at Iowa City told me to come in here. The doctors are all out. Well, why didn't you call your primary? He's not in his office today either. Just reaming me. I'm like, look, I'm not here for your drugs. I don't want no pain pills from you. I don't want anything. I want to know what's going on with my tailbone. Well, that's good because you wouldn't get any pain medicines. Good, because I don't want them. I have my own. I have my own at home from my surgery. I don't need yours. That changed his tune. Luckily, nothing was broken, nothing fractured or anything like that. Still have the pain. I try to push through it. I get up and do a little more each day, trying to help Nitro out with stuff around the house, do dishes, laundry. Have vacuumed a couple of times, went to the store a couple of times, taking it slow. Fast forward to, okay, so this will take me to January 8th, which would be my appointment with the surgeon at Dr. Chow again. They were able to get everything as for what cancer was left in my body. CT scan after the surgery didn't show anything. So I am, as of right now, cancer free. Awesome. Thank you. Well, Dr. Chow, I think, is going to talk to you about more chemo. But so I go in to see Dr. Chow. Dr. Chow's extremely happy with the results for the surgery, how everything went. Told me I look like death. I just kind of chuckled and said, yes, he says the same thing. Worried about how much weight I've lost. And telling me, eat. So while I was seeing him, he said that we were going to do a wait and see. No chemo. Thank you, God. No chemo. Don't think my body can handle much more chemo right now with everything else. I go in for my first scans with him on April 8th, I think it is. So see what's going on then. I go back to see the surgeon on the 30th, which is when they'll do CT scan on my tailbone to look and see what's going on there with all the pain. So that has been my journey so far. Let me know what you guys think of this video to see if this is what got that ball rolling on me finding out that I actually had cancer. Steve Nitro, sorry guys, has been amazing. You guys, you have no idea. This man has done so much, and all with very little, no help whatsoever. He's taking care of me. He's watches me when I shower to make sure I don't need any help, because my energy levels drop so fast. But I owe him a lot. I love him dearly. He has no idea how much I love him and how grateful I am that he's been here. I really don't go visit people a lot because I'm still healing. I still have some open sores. You know, I don't want to get sick. So I watch to make sure that people don't have colds or anything before I go visit, which I've seen Layla once since my surgery. It had been about 2 months before that I seen her because I didn't want to get sick before surgery. Other than that, down here at the house, not a whole lot going on. It's too cold to do anything. Nitro's been pushing out videos for reaction videos. Go on and watch them, give them a like. They're awesome. We're trying to still build up the channel, so please, everybody, like, subscribe, and share. Share. Tell your friends about us. We're just two people that have fun with our videos. He does his bike videos on when he's changing stuff around. I haven't done videos for a while, so, but That's because I've been healing and just haven't had the energy to really do any. But other than that, we took Princess to the vet yesterday. She's healthy. She got all of her shots. They did put her on some pain type medication because her arthritis is getting worse, to go along with the supplements that we give her to try to help with her joints and her pain. Zeus is Zeus. He's a crazy dog. I swear, even as being 4 years old, I don't take his energy. I wish I had half of his energy that he has some days. Princess, she's just always been the lay around the house, really laid back dog. Wish she would have taught Zeus to be that way. But that's my story, guys. That's my journey with stage 4 colon cancer. I will have some more genetic testing done when I go in. Can't remember quite sure what this one's for. If cancer runs in your family, I highly suggest you get it. Get the genetic testing to see if it runs in your DNA, because it's possible that it could. Even have your kids get tested. I keep telling mine to, but I don't think they'll ever do it. I hope so, because Marissa's got a baby. I don't want Layla to go through what Marissa has finding this out. It was bad enough that she watched me code Medea right in front of her eyes, sitting right there next to me. That's kind of scarred her for life. But yeah, that's my journey, and I'm still going, still fighting it. Something I'll fight for the rest of my life. As far as doing more chemo, I don't know if I will or not. Just depends. I will cross that bridge if it ever comes, and I'm praying to God it never does. But I hope everybody has a great day. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll be more than happy to answer anything. Please remember, like, subscribe, and share. Also, on our YouTube channel, up in the tab section, our store is up for our merchandise. So go ahead and check that out. Hope everybody has a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.